When James Gunn's Superman was released earlier this month, former Man of Steel Brandon Routh cheered its arrival on Instagram. A July 12th post featuring a trailer for the movie was accompanied by Routh's message, "Go see #Superman in theaters now." He also wrote, "Seeing it soon?" But at @fanboy_expo in Nashville, talking to all the amazing Superman fans who have seen it already, and we are very excited to see it soon. Same as me. Routh, who starred as the DC superhero in 2006's Superman Returns, tells me he has now seen the movie. "It was a lot of fun," he said Monday while promoting his new sci-fi horror comedy, Ick. "I really enjoyed it. I think David Corenswet is fantastic. I cried no less than 3 times. I see this in a different way. I come at it from a different perspective," Routh added. "I really got into it as I'm watching him navigate those tricky Superman moments in the first conversation with Lois and Clark in the apartment. And then all of the family stuff for me really hit. It's a big movie. There's a lot in there. I have to go see it again." In Ick, Routh stars as Hank Wallace, a former high school football star whose dream to play in college get derailed by an injury. Years later, now a science teacher at the high school, he teams up with a Grace, Malina Polly Weissman, a student he thinks may be his daughter with ex-girlfriend Stacy, Mena Suvari, to battle the Ick, a blob-like alien species that threatens to destroy their town. The movie is a mashup of bloody horror, sci-fi, and coming-of-age comedy. It begins in the year 2000 and features music from All American Rejects, Paramore, and Blink-182. Director and co-writer Joseph Kahn incorporated decades-old footage of Routh and Suvari to de-age them to their teen years. There's about 10 to 15 minutes of high school Hank and early 20s Hank, and it's mostly just the high school stuff for Mena, Routh said. "She was easier for them to do because there was a lot more footage of her at that time. For me, I was just starting out acting, so I didn't have a lot of footage. What there was the soap opera that I did, One Life to Live, which was on tape, so they didn't have much." Routh says his high school years in his native Iowa were far from being the big man on campus like Hank. "I was like Clark Kent," he offers. "I was involved in many activities. I played soccer. I was on the swim team. I was in band, marching band, choir, jazz band, and theater. I was social at school, but I didn't have friends outside of school. I was playing video games or reading after practice.